Hello, this is Keith Pugh, W5IU, your amateur radio moderator for today. Through the help of amateur radio volunteers and the crew on the ISS, we hope to soon establish ham radio contacts with the International Space Station as it flies more than 200 miles above the Earth over Australia. This is all accomplished with ARISS, that's amateur radio on the International Space Station. The ISS currently is flying over the Indian Ocean, whizzing along at around 17,500 miles an hour. This contact will be performed using the Amateur Radio Telebridge Network. That's a worldwide network of amateur radio ground stations that enable students to contact the ISS. ARISS is a consortium of ham radio volunteers from 9 nations that develop and operate the amateur radio station on the International Space Station. Some members of ARISS are the American Radio Relay League, the Worldwide AMSAT, or Radio Amateur Satellite Corporations, the Canadian Space Agency, CSA, European Space Agency, ESA, JAXA in Japan, NASA in the United States, and Roscosmos in Russia. The amateur radio ground station that will establish contact with the ISS today is VK5ZAI in Kingston, SE, South Australia, operated by Tony Hutchinson. Thanks for helping us out, Tony.
My pleasure, Keith.
I also want to mention John, AG9D. John will be putting this on Echolink and possibly IRLP today for worldwide distribution over voice over IP media. We have about 4 minutes left until contact time, and our contact for today is with Salem Elementary School in Apex, North Carolina. The ham radio contact coordinator for the school is Ken Edwards, N4ZBB. And we've asked teacher Scott Bruns to please briefly tell us about the school and the students taking part today. Go ahead, Scott.
Well, first we want to thank all of the people associated with the amateur radio and NASA that have given their time to make contacts such as this possible. Through integrated learning opportunities such as this, students are developing skills needed to become productive citizens. The students that are here today asking the questions are a combination of our school's science fair winners and representatives from each grade level. Our primary classes read stories about space, researched the planets, solar system, galaxy, and universe, and learned new space-related vocabulary. Our upper grades were able to dig deeper into the concept of the universe and the International Space Station. The students researched what it takes to be an astronaut, and then they wrote imaginative narratives about this career. The tracking map on the ESA mission website was used to discover that it only takes 90 minutes for the International Space Station to make one orbit. Students found it fascinating that its orbital pattern is not elliptical like that of the Moon and the Earth. The students at Salem Elementary have shown a tremendous interest in the space station and have enjoyed all of the educational opportunities that preparation for this event has provided. Thanks again to all of those who have contributed. Over.
Thank you, Scott. We really appreciate that. And Tony, before the contact begins, please tell us about your ham radio station, where you are, and how you'll handle the conversation. Go ahead, Tony.
Thanks, Keith. And the students at Salem, my ground station consists of Yaesu FT736 transceiver, driving a 100-watt amplifier, and feeding a 10-turn helical antenna. For receiving, low-noise preamplifiers are used at the masthead, and the audio is fed both ways via a home-designed and built interface unit. The antennas are controlled via a dedicated SatTrack 3 computer. Kingston Southeast is a small rural town with a population of approximately 2,300 people, located in the southeast coast of South Australia. In the summer holiday season, the population doubles as tourists flock to the beaches for relaxing and fishing. The town services a thriving rock lobster fishing industry along with sheep, cattle, deer, farming, and in recent years numerous vineyards and wineries have expanded into the area. Kingston and the southeast towns in general cater for many tourists during the year who flock to the magnificent beaches and the scenic coastline in this part of Australia has to offer. So come and visit us sometime and you'll be so glad that you did. Thanks, Keith.
Okay, Tony. Well, that's great. And let's see, I'm showing that we have about a minute left, so I want to remind everybody that what we were doing on the ISS is an experiment, so we can never tell the results, positive or negative, until the experiment is over. And students, don't forget to say over after your questions. And with that, we've got about 30 seconds left, so Tony, it's all yours.
Thanks, Keith. Remember, students, say your name first and say over and speak in a big loud voice. Okay, I will start calling the space station now, so if you could stand by. Calling NA1FF, NA1FF, this is VK5ZAI in Kingston, Southeast South Australia, calling on schedule. Do you copy, Don? Calling NA1SS, NA1SS, this is VK5, Zulu Alpha India. Just copied you very weakly that time, Don, so if you could come again, please. Over.
You were broken up, can barely read. VK5C in the, if we don't get better signal soon, maybe we should switch to backup channel.
Right, NA1FS, NA1FS, VK5ZAI. How copy now, Don? Over.
Copy that's not loud and clear, but I can understand.
Okay, we will put the first student from Salem Elementary School on, and if we don't have success, we'll perhaps go to the backup channel. So if you could stand by, and I'll ask Erin to ask the first question. Go ahead, Erin.
My name is Erin, and my question is, how is life different on the space station? How do you eat, drink, and shower? Over.
Life on the space station is good. We have clean working environment and well lit and lots of equipment to work with. Over.
Hi, my name is Arushi. How do you protect the ISS from meteors and asteroids? Over.
We cannot protect the ISS from meteors and asteroids. Those are too large objects, and if we got struck by one, that would be bad news. However, we do protect the space station from micrometeorites by having special shielding on the outside of the space station. Over.
Matthew?
My name is Matthew, and my question is, do you bring enough clothes for the whole mission, or do you wash your clothes? If so, how? Over.
Currently, there is no way to wash clothes in space. Nobody has been smart enough to figure that out. So we wear all our clothes, we wear our socks and our skivvies and our shirts for 7 to 9 days, and then we change them out with new clothes. Over.
You all right?
Hi, my name is Raj. What is the source of electricity on the ISS? Over.
We generate our electricity from solar panels. Over.
Hi, my name is Zachary. When you return to Earth, how do your muscles get used to gravity? Over.
It takes about a day or two before you feel comfortable in gravity, and then you do exercises for rehabilitation to get your coordination back over about the next 2 to 3 weeks. Over.
My name is Mary. How would you fix a leaking fuel tank in space? Over.
We stay in contact with our family while in space through radio communication, not unlike what we are doing with you now. Over.
Hello, my name is Brenna, and my question is, when you are in orbit, does food taste different? Do you prefer the taste of food on Earth than space? Over.
We have plenty of good food to eat on space station. We eat food that is either freeze-dried or dehydrated or preserved in pouches. It's a lot like camping food. Over.
Hi, my name is Mark, and how long did you have to train to become an astronaut? Over.
We trained for our space mission for about 2 years, and then we're ready to launch in space. Over.
What experience are you working on now? Over.
I am working on an experiment where I am the experiment. We are doing a medical test on our bodies right now to see how our muscles adapt and change to weightlessness. Over.
My name is Kyla, and my question is, how do you exercise in space? Over.
We have special exercise machines. Some are just like a stationary bicycle. Some are treadmills, and these look like what you see in a regular gym. And then we have a weightlifting machine. It's a special machine that mimics lifting weights when you are in a weightless environment. Over.
Hi, my name is Nancy. How do you know when there's night or day on the ISS? Over.
We manage our resources on space station so that we do not run out of things like food and water before our mission, and we have to save enough resources for the next crews that take our place. Over.
Hi, my name is Emily. How do you fix a satellite in orbit? Over.
We sleep for about 7 to 8 hours a day, and pretty much a normal sleep cycle, even though while we orbit Earth, we see 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets every day. Oh.
Hi, my name is Shafali. How many times can an astronaut go to space? Over.
An astronaut can go into space as many times as his career will let him, which is usually somewhere between 2 and 7 times. Over.
Hi, my name is Amanda. What does North Carolina look from space? Over.
When space station orbits Earth, it is held in place by Earth's gravity, but to us on space station, the local effects of gravity are canceled by our orbit, so it looks like we are in zero gravity, but in fact we are still under the influence of Earth's gravity. Over.
Students, if you could speak a little louder, please.
My name is Aaron, and my question is, what kind of research might help it make it safer for us to travel to other planets? Over.
For future space missions, we are working on the machinery required to help missions to Mars, and one is our toilet. We have a toilet that we are working on now that will take the water from our urine and convert it back into drinking water so we can make our food with it. And this is going to be essential technology for when we go to Mars. Over.
Arushi, why did you choose to become an astronaut, and if you had not, then what else would you have been? Over.
I decided that I wanted to become an astronaut when I was about your age, after I saw John Glenn go into space. And and I studied math and science and engineering in school, and that allowed me to become an astronaut. Over.
My name is Matthew, and my question is, are you growing anything on the ISS? If so, does going from dark to light so many times a day affect the plant? Over.
I am currently growing a zucchini plant on Space Station, and it does seem to be affected by the 16 periods of day and night every day, and it will be interesting to see how well it continues to grow. Over.
My name is Siraj, and my question is, does the gravity of other planets affect their course? Does it repel or attract you? Over.
The gravity of other planets like Jupiter and Saturn does affect things on planet Earth in a very, very small way. For practical concerns, the gravity of the other planets does not have a significant effect. Over.
My name is Zachary. Is the ISS shielded from the radiation of a solar flare? Over.
Earth shields Space Station from most of the radiation. Even though we are outside of the atmosphere, the Earth's magnetic field protects us from most of the galactic cosmic rays. However, we do have some...
Scott, I think we've just about lost the space station, so if you can all give a big cheer for the astronauts on board, and that's great. Well, thanks very much, and although you won't be able to hear Don's reply, he would have probably heard, maybe because I'm running quite a bit more power, and he's just gone over the horizon and heading up towards the Pacific Islands. Back to you, Keith.
Okay, Tony. Well, we had a good contact here, and ladies and gentlemen, we've shared a moment in history. Amateur radio station VK5ZAI in Kingston, SE, South Australia, operated by Tony Hutchison, contacted Donald Pettit, KD5MDT, aboard the International Space Station, talking with students at Salem Elementary School in Apex, North Carolina. And now for the International Volunteer Team of ARISS, including the Radio Amateur Satellite Corporations around the world, the American Radio Relay League, CSA, ESA, JAXA, NASA, and Roscosmos. This is Keith Pugh, amateur radio operator, W5IU, sending my greetings to all of you in amateur radio terms, 73, which means best wishes. Thanks for a very good contact today.
Thank you very much. Excellent.